Ooh, I swear, every time I get close to finishing this now two-page script, something major changes. So I need everyone to hold your damn breath. This time, my entire perception of my own feelings were validated. That's a scary thought. For the first time in my life, I felt something real, tangible, and validated. Is this what finally getting to know myself and growing up feels like? Let me back it up. I blew up the engine in the Beetle about 7 months ago. Since then, I have dated someone for the first time in 2 years, combusted a friendship into glorious flames, failed my first college class, and have shared deep emotions that were real for the first time in my entire pathetic existence. That engine blowing up started a deadly spiral of emotions beyond my wildest, dreamiest adventures. Being as emotional as I am, I did a lot of things from the heart. That made the spiral a metaphorical dismantling of the very morals and values that make up who I am. That engine was the 50-year-old heart that kept my car, no, my personal manifestation of mechanical art, alive. And when it died, so too did a part of the soul that made the car what it was. I charged headfirst into a relationship I wasn't ready for, burning a fiery trail in my wake. That trail had an entire group of friends swimming to shore. Leading the charge forward, I burnt myself into a fine pulp and failed a class I was never meant to fail. But while that was all happening, the engine was being built. And not too long after, the engine was complete. 7 months later. So many events had taken place, but it was ready to be put into its new home. And when I started driving that car again, something clicked. The lessons I was learning from my half-year mental odyssey were finally making sense, and they were finally becoming a part of me. The spiral had finally stopped. The smoke lifted from behind me, and there sat my real friends, the ones who understood the real me. And when the smoke was gone, this brand new 1904cc all aluminum block stroked engine sat inside my own personal work of art. My Odyssey conclusion fell at the feet of one person who showed me one last glimpse into the past, one last chance to relive those memories. One of the last people on this God-forsaken rock that knows not just the real me, the present me, but the me from the past, and every version of me I've killed along the way. Over the span of 2 days, I discovered that not only did I have deep feelings that felt real, but I learned that they were in fact real, and what I can only describe as an intense moment of instantaneous realization, none of the feelings from my past were real. Every time I thought I had an actual feeling about someone, it was fake. It was a facade meant to keep me from finding the right person. And somehow that made sense. A Asclepius-like release lifted from my shoulders. Everything fell into place. That 2 month struggle of what I called a relationship showed me what I actually want in a relationship. I was shown that I do need to focus a little harder on school. I was shown what I want physically in my relationship. Yeah, I do want to slow dance with no music and dim lighting because we both can't sleep. So what? I was shown I am a hopeless romantic, and I'm done pretending I'm not. I'm done pretending my feelings aren't real. I'm done acting like I didn't just get both of my cars because they're pretty. Well, I did, and I'm done building my own engines. If you're in the Kansas City area and you have a Volkswagen Beetle, I have the information in the description of where you can get an engine like this. Curtis will build you an engine that will rebuild how you look at life. And if you're anything like me, it may even be able to build you out of a life-altering spiral. This is seriously some of the finest craftsmanship I've ever seen. Check them out. I'll end on this, because there's only one person crazy enough to make it this far. Just pretend this is a letter attached to some Starbucks cold brew. It'll set the mood right. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you and everything you've done for me in the past few weeks. Through the ending parts of my spiral, you helped me sweep up the remains. Your friendship is insanely valuable to me, and you legitimately understand me. That makes you only one of 3. That number shrinks by the day. I can only hope that one day, when my memories are eaten by the unforgiving march of time, I can come back to these videos and maybe revisit the far reaches of my mind and play a little tape out of the back with real, validated emotions so that I can remember what this has felt like. Maybe that will be enough to make me smile while the slow death of time takes its toll.